Hey everyone, it's Duke here.
Hey, and it's Chef here. We really miss you guys. We hope you're doing well. We sure hope camp gets to happen this summer. We just don't know what's going to be possible. In the meantime, we do this something at camp called the Late Show, and it is a great time. So we're going to present that to you now.
So, our first video is just showing you a little bit of a glimpse of what is happening right now at camp when you are not around.
We all know how much fun camp is. But what's it like during quarantine? It was odd to wake up in the morning and there were no campers to shake out of bed. As always, I patiently waited in line for breakfast, and my line was the straightest. Breakfast was pretty quiet though. It was a little odd. My activities were fun in the morning, but I gotta admit, it's easier to steer when there's another person in the back. Lunch was also quite quiet. Odd. I thought I'd give some sports a try. But they weren't the same. Ditto with the frisbee either. I had high hopes for this one. Baseball was fun though. I had so many inside the park home runs. The defense was terrible. Same with basketball. On offense, I was unstoppable. Well, almost unstoppable. I had to get down to the beach though, as I had a shift for FISBO. A good lifeguard always watches the water, no matter how many swimmers.
Okay, buddy, check! One. Do I have a one? One. Clear the water.
Despite my struggles, I'm happy to report that there were no missing campers after all. Dinner, again, quite quiet. But Bounty Hunters was fun. Not a single kid caught me. The first perfect game in history. Capture the Flag was fun, but I had a feeling something about it was just making it way too easy. The one game that was just as fun on my own, well. After getting my dance craze out, I was ready for bed. Quarantine camp is tiring after all. After a good long day, I thought to myself, and while I had a lot of fun that day, I did realize one important thing. Camp's just better with other people.
Stop. Dang it.
Hey, thanks, Spartan. That looks like an interesting time at camp. So this next one, some of you use TikTok. The next video should be a little bit familiar. And if you don't know TikTok, it's just as funny.
What is up, Pioneer? It's 5-0.
Heyo, it's Groove.
Hey guys, it's Nivea.
What's up, y'all? It's Dolly.
We are your Girls Camp program team for 2020. Now, we've heard a lot of you guys are a really big fan of this app called TikTok. We've never heard of it, but we made it our mission to create some camp TikToks that you guys can enjoy. Coming right up.
Hi, my name's Katrina.
And my name is Hugh.
I'm Sarah. I'm Emma.
And I'm Joan to you.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
Will you stop it?
New friends and new
quit it.
places to see.
I've been waiting for this one. Turn it up.
Oh, I won't let you go. You know it. This the remix. Sparks fly. It's like electricity. I might die.
Yeah! So, what do you think?
I wish I lived there!
Really?
No!
It's your Stormia and get out of here and show you guys her room. Rise and shine.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no.
Wow. This is incredible. The flavor is immaculate. Never tasted anything like this before. The way it just melts in your mouth is really exquisite. 10 out of 10. We'll eat again.
Thank you for those wonderful camp TikToks. If you have ever been at a campfire, specifically at boys camp, there is always one song that gets sung, and you may be familiar with it even from other sites or programs. So for the first time ever, this is going to be If I Were Not Upon the Stage, virtual edition. Enjoy.
Okay, here we go.
You ready? Yeah.
Take 7, baby. Here we are.
If I was not upon the stage, tell you what I'd be. If I was not upon the stage,
a police officer I would be.
and then he runs along and sings his little song.
Hey, you! Get off the road! Hey, you! Get off the road!
If I was not upon the stage, tell you what I'd be. If I was not upon the stage, a gymnast I would be.
And he runs along and sings his little song.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. 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 If I was not upon the stage, I'll tell you what I'd be. If I was not upon the stage,
A painter, I would be.
and then he runs along and sings a little song.
Dip the brushes in the paint, splatter on the wall. Dip the brushes in the paint, splatter on the wall. Dip the brushes
Down,
in the paint,
up,
splatter
down,
on the
up,
wall.
down, up.
Dip the
Down,
brushes
up,
in the
down,
paint,
up,
splatter on the
down,
wall.
up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. If I was not upon the stage, I'll tell you what I'd be. If I was not upon the stage,
A carpenter I would be.
and he runs along and sings a little song.
6x4 and slam it on the floor, bang. 6x4 and slam it on the floor, bang. Dip the brushes in the paint, splatter on the wall, bang. Dip the brushes in the paint, splatter on the wall.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. 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 If I was not upon the stage, I'll tell you what I'd be. If I was not upon the stage,
A mailman I would
he
be.
runs along and sings a little song.
Take the package off the ground and put it in the box.
Pick the package off the ground, put it in the box. Pick the package off the ground, put it in the box. Pick the package off the ground, put it in the box. Pick the package off the ground, put it in the box. Pick the package off the ground, put it in the box.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up.
I got it.
Hey, that was classic, guys. Thanks. So when you've been stuck inside long enough, you start to get a little bit creative. So here's Pinsy with her remake of a Disney classic. Enjoy.
And sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15. And so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin? It's puzzles and darts and baking, paper mache, a bit of ballet and chess, pottery and ventriloquy, candle making. Then I'll stretch, maybe sketch, take a climb, sew a dress, and I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more, I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, the same place I've always been. And I'll keep wondering, 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 when will my life begin?
So if you guys are looking for something to do tomorrow, maybe you can reenact a movie or a scene from a movie like that. So I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like we are living in a time where things are just very strange. And there's a lot of questions, and maybe you are feeling slightly afraid. Maybe you feel like you are just filled with questions. Something that is really, really comforting about God and about Jesus is that he can actually handle our questions. We can go to Jesus when we have questions about life and what's happening in the world and about him. So we're going to listen to Limbo, who is going to share a devotional about a person who had questions for Jesus and what happened when he asked them.
Hey guys, my name is Jenna, or Limbo was my camp name, and I worked at girls camp for the past 5 summers, and I was just asked to share a quick devotional with you guys. So I'm super excited. This story is found in chapter 3 of John. I'm going to be looking at verses 1 to 15. So Nicodemus was a guy who was a Pharisee, which means he was a teacher of the law. He was a ruler of the Jewish people. And he had questions about who Jesus was, because Jesus was walking around, healing people, saying really, really wise things. But Nicodemus didn't know where it came from, since Jesus wasn't really trained by anybody. And so Nicodemus had real questions as to who Jesus was and what his purpose was. And so Nicodemus goes to Jesus in the middle of the night, and he asks him questions. And he is honest about his questions and the doubts that he has. And what I love about Jesus' response is that Jesus doesn't give him an easy response. Jesus answers him and gives him really, really good answers, but it's not an easy one to digest. And I often find this is what God does. We can see this throughout the Bible too, in the way that Jesus encounters people. He often answers people's questions, but also says things that really, really challenges their thinking and causes them to keep coming to Jesus and to keep asking him questions and to truly become dependent on Jesus. And so it's a really beautiful way of Jesus inviting people into deeper and constant relationship with him. And so we see this in the way that Nicodemus is given answers by Jesus. And Nicodemus walks away from this, and we don't immediately see what happens to him. We know that he doesn't follow Jesus right away. He doesn't become a disciple of Jesus. But he probably thinks about the answers that Jesus gives him and isn't sure what to do about it, because at this point he's in charge. He's a high priest, and he has a lot of people to look after, and so he doesn't want to get it wrong. He doesn't want to say someone is the Son of God when maybe they're not. So he has doubts. But what I love about this story is that after Jesus dies, Nicodemus is one of the first people there to wrap Jesus's body and to anoint his dead body with oil. And so we see that Nicodemus was a man who had questions and who had doubts, but he didn't just let them develop in his brain and bottle up. No, Nicodemus comes to Jesus and he asks them to Jesus. Sometimes our instinct is to keep those things away from God and to not tell God about those things. But guys, this story is in the Bible for a reason, and it tells us that we are allowed to and we are encouraged to, and God wants us to come to him with our questions and with our doubts and with all of the things that are on our mind. He wants us to bring our darkness to light, which is him, because he will show us the way. He will show us answers, and his answers are in front of us too, guys. We have his word right in front of us, because Jesus is the light, guys, and he wants your faith to increase. He wants you to be a child of light, but we can't know him fully when we're hiding parts of ourselves or questions that we have from him, and we're not letting him give us answers. And so when we are with Jesus, we are becoming more like Jesus, but we can't be with Jesus if we are living in darkness. So come to the light, guys. It's really good. Bye, guys.
The great news is that we can still go to Jesus with our questions today. Jenna, that's a great reminder. And even though Jesus died, he also came back to life. So we know he's the one with answers to the hard questions. Sometimes those answers don't come in the way we expect them. Sometimes he says, I love you even in the midst of the hard times, or just wait on me. Or sometimes he brings us some enjoyable things that can make us laugh. And we think that when you watch this next one by the Girls Camp program team, you may have a laugh or two to go along with life these days.
How are we doing during quarantine? Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Thank you so much for asking.
I mean, yeah, we're doing just fine.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's just a bit of an emotional roller coaster, you know?
I mean, for her, not me.
Okay. Oh, hey, this is the last sparkling water in the house, and I just really wanted to have it so you can look after it for me, right? Make sure nothing happens. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Honestly, when I found out he drank the sparkling water, I immediately started going through the 5 stages of grief. I think I'm stuck in denial right now because I really can't believe that it's gone. I had this glass full of ice and I was gonna put some strawberries and lemon juice in there, and it was just gonna be really good, and I'm having a really hard time. I'm sorry, we need to stop filming. We need...
So today was supposed to be the day of my prom, but of course coronavirus happened, so instead I'm just gonna throw a prom at my house. So I got all ready and I went downstairs to show my family.
Why are you dressed like that?
I don't think my cat really understood the concept of prom because he kept trying to claw at my dress, so...
Of course, I would actually get sick during the quarantine. It's probably just sinuses. I have to wear this mask every time I leave my room to go to the kitchen.
Quarantine life is like so hard. I mean, I wake up super gracefully and put on my velour and cashmere slippers that I made by hand, and then I strut downstairs effortlessly to make my morning oat milk latte. And we can't forget that stare into space that we all do, just contemplating reality, you know? But today's a little bit different. It's my first day back at school. I mean, university ended for me a little while ago, but I decided to take some summer courses just because of how well I did in the winter semester. I mean, look at that. And you know, just to get ahead for next year. I can't wait to log on.
We're bored.
We're really, really bored.
What are you even doing?
Trying to beat my personal record, duh.
I mean, like, can I join?
Yeah, just like be careful. Don't mess this up. Good job.
We set a new record.
The tower was 37 treads tall.
So yeah, all things considered, we're doing pretty well in quarantine.
So, to my regular prom, I didn't have a date, but now that I'm having it at home, I have two.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know why she makes such a big deal of prom. Like, it's not even happening. Yeah. They're like, we have the biggest surprise ever. Wait till the end of the prom to find out. Waffles.
I don't know what's going on. I just was asked to take pictures.
Oh, hold it, wait, let me get in one. I want to get in a picture.
It wasn't the prom that I was expecting, but it's definitely one I'm never going to forget.
I don't like quarantine. All I can do now is just sleep.
Finally, after the 53rd attempt, I finally remembered my password. Wait, what does that say? I could not believe it. I logged into my account for the first day of school, and I see this super official notice that says McMaster outbreak, no profs available. Luckily, I have the eyes of a hawk, and I read the fine print, which said classes taught by dog. Now, I wasn't really sure what that meant, but they meant an actual dog. So this is Professor Kiwi. She's really great. She teaches calculus. We always have a blast. And yeah, so far my first day of school has been pretty legendary. Thanks, guys.
It's been great to be together. Thank you so much for tuning into our virtual late show. We are praying for you guys. We miss you. If you want to chat with any of us, feel free to reach out. We would love to hear from you and know that we do care about you and we are praying for you guys. We're going to end with one final video, and it is going to blow your minds, probably. I hope you enjoy, and we will see you later.
What's this?
Alo? Salut! Sunt eu, un haiduc și te rog, iubirea mea, primește fericirea. Alo? Alo? Sunt eu, Picasso, ți-am dat bip și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar nu să-ți spun ce simt acum. Alo, iubirea mea, sunt eu, fericirea. Alo, alo, sunt iarăși eu, Picasso, ți-am dat beat și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi.
Bam, what?